so this episode is kind of dedicated to friends of friends and small worlds. But you guys know we were having an issue with finding the right stud. They had one that was 5 millimeters longer, 5 millimeters shorter, but no longer made the right one. And I was talking to a friend of mine about if I had a metal lathe, I'd just go ahead and cut one. And he said, well, I've got a friend, let me call him. So wanted to give a special thanks out to Matt Wade for cutting me some new studs. You can see we've already got this one installed and it works perfect. So Matt, thank you very much for that. Matt cut these and shipped them to me at no charge, just helping out. So can't say thank you enough. The other issue that we were having with the KX was the crank. And we had an 89 crank in there because we'd been told it would work, and it did not. We had the right crank for it, or one out of a 90, but it needed a rod switched out on it and couldn't find anybody local to do it. So I went to my stepdad's to use his press to press it out. His press, 12-ton press, would not press it, but he had a friend that had a bigger press. So we went there to Steve Childress's house, and he was able to press that old rod out, get the new one in, and get that set back up for me. So Steve, thank you very much for that. So we've got the stud issue fixed and the crank fixed. So we are ready to now start getting the rest of this stuff installed. So my Fastmaster kits have been pretty good up to this point. The ignition cover 5, clutch cover 6. There's only 6 bolts. So none for the ignition cover. We've got some from other kits, so we'll be able to cover it. But these are dished, so I kind of like to have them all the same. But well, that doesn't fit. So yet again, another issue on the KX250. Going to work on getting the power valve assembly installed, and realized that these had enough carbon packed in them that you couldn't really tell that they were broken, wallowed out. But those holes were wallowed out. So power valve will not bolt into these holes. So went down to O'Reilly's and got a M6 1.0 helicoil kit, and we're going to put that in. So it calls for a 1/4 inch drill bit, alright, just checking to see if we've drilled the hole out to the bottom. Got just a little bit more to go on this one. And both holes are bottomed out. Those are both tapped, and we blew out all the shavings and debris. So now we've got good threads that will hold the power valve in place. One more thing that we got to show you how to fix on the old KX. Alright, so we're taking this one down into that depth so that we can get it in place so the timing can be set on it later. Pull this one back out. Bottom this out. Have to make sure we're in the right place. Double check. We're lined up right there. Our flap is in a closed position. And that one is seated. So to try to keep it from moving, we're going to go ahead and put the seal block in gently. And then take this one. So we're still in place there. We're in place here. Rings are gapped. 0.017, so there we're in spec from the factory. We've got our clip already in here. Got our pin on the lower, letter up. We got something special for the old girl, and I've been waiting for this. I know it's not the newest, the best. It's not a V-Force 3, but it is a blast from the past. The Boyson rad valve, which was the baddest intake at the time. And that's what she's going to be getting. That's fixable.